going to start with Vanguard newspaper today. High cost of living is the theme here. Niger residents protest hunger, shut down major roads. You could almost think it's Niger. So,
right here in Nigeria. So not be deceived.
Yeah, so it's a big one here this morning, and so that's what Vanguard leads with here today.
From the New Telegraph, Nigeria needs a third force counter-terrorism agency to tackle insecurity, says an expert. That is a conversation that I think will reverberate, especially among the security forces. A third force counter-terrorism agency to tackle insecurity. Are they saying that the agencies that are in place to tackle insecurity, have they not been able to deliver on that? Do we need another agency? That's from the New Telegraph. And then, of course, we're seeing at the bottom of that place, more on that story, pages 2, 3, 26, and 30. And then we're seeing at the bottom here, I'll personally report devastating hunger and starvation to Tinubu. That's also from the New Telegraph.
Then you have Daily Trust right there for you. Protest rocks Niger over cost of living. I nearly made that mistake too. You also have a number of writers to that particular story. Jigawa Taraba residents want food prices controlled. Student demand action, say inflation threat to education. Kano governor to meet president over hardship, and so on and so forth. Page 4 will give you details, all of them linked to that lead headline, Protest Rocks Niger over cost of living. Ayo.
The lead story, yes, thank you, Mopa. The lead story of the Nigerian Observer is from that interview that everyone is talking about. CBN policies boost transparency, liquidity, FX inflow. That's according to the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Cardoso. Nigerian Observer leads with that one, and the writer denies converting domiciliary accounts to Naira. I guess some people can now breathe easy. As the lead of the Nigerian Observer today.
Nigerian News Direct, divestments, failure to domesticate production responsible for hike in drug costs. This is ascribed to the federal government, and they say they're to roll out executive orders to mitigate prices of drugs.
From The Guardian, building materials, labor spike construction costs by 200%. Very worrying there. 200%. Page 6 of The Guardian.
And you also have on the front page of This Nigeria, CBN forensic audit uncovers 2.4 billion US dollars FX infractions, says Cardoso. That story is right there on the front page. And right there, Apex Bank under new leadership inherited $7 billion forex debt. That is also there on the front page of This Nigeria.
What do you make of the story on the front page of the Daily Independent this morning? Nigeria needs to borrow 21 trillion naira in 2024 to avert bankruptcy. Who is saying that? Well, that story is on the front page and it continues on the inside pages. That's Daily Independent this morning. All right.
Yeah, so what sticks out for you?
Oh, quite a number of stories you can see on the front pages this morning. I don't think we've gone through all of them, but you see right there the fact that we discussed this yesterday. Protest rocks Niger over cost of living. It happened right here on the program. We discussed it as a breaking news. But you also see that security is still right there on the front burner. Yesterday, many passengers abducted on Kogi-Abuja Highway is also right there on the front page of Daily Trust. We know that security agencies are trying to up the ante, but they need to do so much more in terms of making sure that residents, citizens are able to earn a decent living. Those people who are farmers, those who are trying to ensure that they're moving goods from one area to the other, are able to do so, safely. They're able to do so without worrying about additional costs. I mean, not everyone can fly. And even if you can fly, not all goods can go by air. Maybe they can. So these are the things that I'm hoping that, we'll be able to pay more attention to. But I think that the lead story right there, as we've seen on the front page of most of the dailies, is the protest that rocked Niger over the cost of living.
And that is part of what we will be considering here today on the program. So yes, that ends it with a look at some of the dailies here this morning. But again, we'd like to remind the officials in the FCTA, Department of Road Traffic Services, pick that Jabi, or Area 1 or JB roundabout where you are checking car papers and get to the other parts of the roads and help direct traffic. Let them all go ahead and cooperate. That is the way government agencies should work. All right, so we're back in just a moment. We need to talk about the economy. So yes, indeed, if you're in need of any challenge whatsoever, look at those numbers. You can call any one of them if you happen to be in the FCT, that is. We're back in a moment. Stay on with us.